So you know, you could tell that I am not a vampire, in case you were wondering, because I love garlic. Garlic is something that I'll put on everything. You know, so I make garlic tea, I like garlic on my chewing gum. I just like garlic, right, as a garlicist. And it really surprised me when a buddy of mine told me about something called Oh So products. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to On the Rise, and I've got with me my guest, Tasheka. I say that, she said everybody just get her name wrong, huh? Tasheka in the house of Oh So products. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
So, like I was saying, I'm a garlicist, and I like to cook with it. I like to make my own what's it called, teriyaki sauce. I like lots of stir fries. I like to make Italian seasoning, stuff like that. So that's my thing. So when I go to the store and I'm looking for garlic and I see garlic powder, I'm like, I see some of them garlic looking chinky, small and quaily. I'm like, so what is going on here? And then bam, I see you have garlic pastes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. So at present we have 4 products available in the supermarket. Mm. We have our original creamy garlic paste.
Right.
It's an all vegan product.
Right.
You can use it just as you would use fresh garlic in your cooking. So I designed these 2 pastes, which is the creamy garlic, which is the original one, and I also have a spicy turmeric for persons who want a little spice. It's really good in seafood, meats.
See what I mean?
Excellent in curry dishes. So you just scoop what you need and you add it to your pot. You could season with it, you could cook with it. A lot of people use it like on their toast.
Yeah.
You could use it for
Toast?
garlic toast. Yes. So
I'll put it on
it's
toast
a good
too.
replacement for butter if
Nice,
you're looking
yeah.
at your calories.
Yeah.
And we also have 2 garlic sauces.
Right.
One is a sweet and creamy garlic sauce. It's a dipping sauce. It can be used also in your potato salads, your coleslaw, sandwiches,
Is
anything.
it?
And we also have a vegan garlic sauce.
Right.
A lot of people, when they see vegan, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not vegan.
That gonna taste like
And
cardboard.
then when they taste it, they're like, okay, this is a different type of vegan, you know? So we've taken all the hard work out of it for our customers, because I also love to cook with garlic. I love to cook with garlic. And that's why we actually started doing these products.
Yeah.
So what we've done is just made it easier for people to use garlic at their disposal, at their leisure, at their pleasure, everything.
So what rung that bell for you that, hey, I need to make garlic available to the masses like this? What inspired this? Because I mean, you don't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna make garlic paste. How that happened?
That's actually an interesting question. Actually, my first love was culinary arts.
Oh.
I'd actually gotten into a school and I wanted to study that, but I didn't have the finances. And so I took a full scholarship and I went to Cuba to do my first degree, which actually is in agriculture.
Right.
And then I came back and I still always loved cooking, always loved creating, always loved trying new things.
See her face light up when she talk about cooking. I love cooking.
I love cooking with natural ingredients.
Yeah.
And so I started to make this garlic paste, primarily for my mom, because she needed to start using more garlic and stuff. And so I bought several different products in the supermarket, and most of them had an aftertaste I didn't really like. And I said, I sure I could do something better than this. And so I just started to experiment.
Start pounding up garlic.
Started giving them out as, gifts, and having some of my friends try it and see, is this something you would like, and so forth. And then after a while, after about a year and some doing that, I decided that I was going to start. And then the volcanic eruption happened, and so I shelved it. And I said, because I was just depressed during that whole time.
Right.
It was not a nice time to be creative. And one of my friends had to evacuate. She was staying with me, and so I just didn't feel like the creative person.
Right.
And I said within my spirit, I'm going to do this thing the next year, the January. And so I went and I did all the prerequisites, got all my certificates, my labels, etc., everything. And from the January, I was in the supermarkets.
What the heck? She just vanquished all that negativity. Hey!
Because I'm like that. If I don't start from the beginning of the year, I'm going to shelf it to the next year, more than likely. And so that's how it ended up getting into the supermarkets.
Wow.
I started with one product, and now we have 4, and we're going to be expanding soon. So
look at this.
Yeah, we have a lot of new things in store.
Look how she make that sound easy as 1, 2, 3. Yeah? I mean,
It's not so hard.
That's all kinds of dedication and mindset there. You know? So okay, so I know that you said that the volcanic eruption was a setback, like it was for a lot of folks. What was your greatest challenge, or was that one of the greatest challenges
during that time? It wasn't that challenging because with me it's mind over matter. I didn't really get to fully experience the first volcanic eruption, within my age group.
Oh, you're young people.
No, I was around, but I vaguely remember.
Right.
So this one I remember much more.
Right.
It was more challenging from a mindset where I just didn't feel like my creative self.
Okay.
There was just so much suffering and so much inconvenience for everyone else. I got more caught up in trying to help than in trying to push a business. Like my mind wasn't in that frame. You know.
But when you reset the next year and you got things going, what was the greatest challenge that the business faced?
Well, interestingly, I work my 9 to 4.
As most of us have to.
Over the years, I would have been working as a consultant in the agricultural field and also in the environmental field.
Right.
And so I would have worked on several projects before where I would have worked with agro-processors, and I'm talking over a decade, over 12, maybe close to 15 years ago. And the same problems exist once I ventured into that particular field. So now I'm not just a consultant going to see what are the issues on the ground. I'm facing these same issues. So some of our main challenges are sourcing good quality packaging material. People buy with their eyes first. So if your product doesn't look as good as something that is international, they're going to bypass it.
Exactly.
And I get the comments a lot that, my products do not look local.
It doesn't. I've seen them on the shelves.
And it's sad that I get that comment, so many years later, because we should have reached further in that regard, but the struggle is real. There's a lot of persons who want to present something that is really aesthetically pleasing, but they just do not have the resources to source the packaging, because I have to try and get my packaging out of Trinidad. I have to try and get them out of online on different platforms, and it's really tedious, it's really challenging. And then when you do get them in, you have to apply for concessions and all of that. So it's really time consuming. It takes away from the passion and the creativity. And then the other challenge that we've faced is actually competing on the supermarket shelves. And when I say that, I say that we're small batch produced, we're smaller enterprises, and so our per unit cost definitely is higher than the imported goods. And so we have to now find a way where we can at least break even or make a small margin of profit to remain, viable. It is difficult because our products, they're not VAT exclusive, and so it is really hard for us to compete on that level as well.
With those that can mass produce and just flood the
shelves. And so those are some of the main challenges, and also the raw materials, because with all the instability going on with all the wars and all the, you know, it's affected trading. It's affected the prices that I would have paid when I just started. So you have that fluctuation in prices for raw materials all the time.
But everything that's growing, Vinci, you know, tomatoes will grow in my backyard, all kind of things.
That's true, but even here, you still have higher cost of production. You still need to buy fertilizers. You still, you know, everything has gone up.
Right.
And so you don't want to pass that on to your customers, especially when you're such a young company.
Right.
So those I would say those are, you know, the main challenges, but trying to still see how we could paddle and remain afloat.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, and you're so passionate about what you do, and like I said, I've seen it on the supermarket shelves as well too, and it blends in with the international, so that's great. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, right? Okay. But this is something that you strive for, to keep that standard. So it shouldn't be that tedious. It shouldn't be that so many hoops that you jump into.
Yes, but it is tedious, and I mean there are just so many different facets to this.
Yeah.
Because, like for instance, I wanted to be able to do things properly. I wanted that when you pick up my product on the supermarket shelf, that it could compete and compare.
It feels like quality as soon as you pick it up. Yeah.
But a thing as simple as even getting my nutritional value done, I couldn't get that done here.
Really?
No.
Okay.
We don't have the labs that do it. So I had to take my products to Barbados, use their government labs, and so to get that on my product, because for me, it wasn't enough to just say, okay, these are my main ingredients. I want my customers to know the health benefits.
Right.
I want them to be able to pick it up and see how much sodium it has and how
exactly.
much fat. And they should feel comfortable knowing that, okay, this is something that is healthy.
Exactly.
Because the thing about it is I'm trying to align the business even more with our well-being and our health.
Exactly.
And even talking about our sustainable development goals, number 3, which is well-being and health.
Yeah.
And trying to just align things, because hypertension, diabetes, all of these are non-communicable diseases. They affect our population tremendously. It's some of the leading causes of death. And so I want to be able to put things into the kitchens of Vincentians that are healthy, wholesome, and good for you.
See what I mean?
So I've been doing a lot of that in the background.
Look at that. So it's not just roast pork every Friday. It's not just
You have to balance it. You have to balance it. Yes, you do.
Oh gosh, it's interesting because you never think about that back end at all. You think, well, you know, like things growing here, so you're going to have a ready supply of raw material, you know, and you seem to have a real knack for locking in to the health and showing people why they should be healthy.
Well, that's actually why I started, because remember I was saying that and I wanted to provide something really healthy for my mom.
That's right.
And so that's where it really started. And also as a busy professional, a mother, a working woman, we want to be able to put something healthy and tasty on our family's table.
Yeah.
But we don't have all the time to cook like maybe our grandmothers had.
Exactly.
And so I thought, okay, this really needs to be something that's easy to use, user-friendly, that tastes really good and versatile.
Right.
And so we've done all the hard work, all you have to do is
use it.
in your pot.
That's the real seed. I like it. Now, with it being such a close-knit community in SVG, I'm sure real people is, you know, they meet you, hey, Tash, a tasty thing, it's good. Was the compliment that was either the weirdest or most stood out to you that you'd get from someone?
Let me first say the feedback has been really, really great.
Nice.
It has been phenomenal. The support, our Vincentian public has just been nothing but, you know, supportive and loving, and just, you know, from the time we started, we've had persons just approaching me. Sometimes I would be walking in Kingston and somebody would say, Miss Oh So. That's my nickname now.
I call her that right now. Miss Oh So.
And you know, it's been really tremendous. But I think you've put me on the spot, but I'm thinking of two things that really stood out. There was one nurse who came to me once and she said, you know, I had a little high cholesterol and I used to use butter and stuff like that. And then I started to use your garlic paste instead. And it has really helped me to lower the cholesterol and I feel so much better and so forth. That was really heartwarming for me because that is what I really wanted to achieve.
Right.
I wanted something that's healthy, tasty, easy to use. And so that was like, you know, the motivation I needed to continue, because there are times you doubt yourself and you say, Lord, what you get yourself into? You know, so that was one. And then I remember last year at Vincentian Expo, there was this little boy and he came back. I was selling hot dogs with the sauces.
Nice.
And he bought like, I think maybe 2 or 3. And he came back and he's like, Miss, oh my God, your garlic sauce is the best, it's the best. And so that was validation coming from a child as well, because, you know, they're so picky.
Oh my God, they will tell you.
And, yes, and they're honest.
Yes.
So when he came and he said that, and, you know, I really felt validated.
Nice.
Because I really want children to enjoy our products as well. I have a 9-year-old and she loves everything. But it was good to get that from somebody who had never tried the product. I think those are the two that I would say stand out the most.
Nice. Well, you know, talking about kids, they say that everything that you produce, you love it like your children, right? You've got a variety of sauces. Which one would you say is your favorite?
So I like the original creamy garlic because the thing about it, I am not so tolerant of spice. I don't really like so much hot food. Yeah. Right? And so I use that one sparingly. It's really nice, but because I am not, you know, a spice lover, maybe I'm already spicy, so I don't have to. But so I really like that one because I cook a lot of like vegetables, stir fries and stuff like that. It's really good in that. And I put some in my daughter's scrambled eggs and so, because she loves eggs in the morning. Right. So, and then I actually love the vegan sauce.
Really?
It's sweetish, it's tangy, you can cook with it, you can use it directly. I love it in my wraps, sandwiches, everything. I use it like on everything. Nice. It's really nice just put in some and just pop a toast in the oven and everything. So it's really good. So, but they're all nice. They're all tasty, they're all unique, they're all packed with flavor, and they're very potent. So you just a little goes a long way.
So she puts that ish on everything.
Everything.
No, I notice as well too that your twin is with you all the time. Right? How has it been spending time with your daughter while getting this empire built?
It's been nothing but great. She's my biggest supporter and also my biggest critic. If something, when I'm testing out some stuff, she'll be like, no, not this one, you know?
Serious?
Yeah, she knows.
Real feedback?
Real feedback.
What
honest, raw feedback.
What's that?
She knows the business inside out. And jokingly, she said, well, not jokingly, because she doesn't joke too much. She's serious. So she said to me, because I was telling her, you know, but you're going to take this thing over, you know? And she's like, yes, you know, but you haven't given me the recipe, so I really can't be taking over if you didn't give me the recipe.
What is this?
So she's really switched on and really...
I like it.
But it's been really good. She's with my husband and myself at all the pop-up events and so forth.
That's awesome.
To see her interact with our customers and, you know, so very versed in explaining the different products and stuff. Yeah. You've got to teach them from the get-go.
Exactly. You're building a generational wealth. That's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
And of course, to see it being built is an opportunity that is phenomenal for her as well too.
Yes, I think so. I think it's a good learning opportunity for her.
It instills a good work ethic as well too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
You got to appreciate hard work. You can't make everything, you know, it's just easy breezy all the time.
I tell you. So if your sauces had personalities like your little one, what would each sauce personality be?
Okay, so the original paste, that's your everyday gourmet kind of
Right.
paste. So it's dependable. It's versatile. You can use it across the spectrum.
That's your base spice.
That's your base one. The spicy turmeric, that's when you feel like you want to heat things up a little bit. So I know the Trinis love a lot of curries and stuff. That's really nice in that. If you
curry
want
goat, and I know goat curry and
anything, and it's really excellent.
Chicken curry, yes.
Yeah.
Curry
chicken,
goat.
curry
goat.
chicken, right? It's really good in pilau. We have well, you know, Vince's, we love our pilau.
Oh gosh.
So it's really nice in pilau. It gives
Pilau
it that
lovers
kind of
represent in the comments. Hashtag pilau.
Yes, it's really, really, I love it in pilau. That's my favorite.
is
And
this?
also in the curries. And it's really good in seafood because sometimes seafood can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
If you don't have the right seasoning.
True. Yeah.
The spicy one, perfect for seafood. Really,
Okay.
really good. And then the sweet and creamy, that's when you want to dip your roast pork in something that takes it next level.
Oh boy. It's
Yes.
a pork thing, all
Yes,
right?
that is really nice for that, and it's nice in sandwiches. It's really good on burgers,
Right.
pizzas,
Right.
anything, you know.
A man like me that still make a little cheese paste and thing. That'll be good.
You could actually make a cheese. I actually do a cream cheese. I got
You
the
see
cream
what I
cheese,
mean?
but we only do it when we have pop-ups because the shelf life isn't that long,
Right.
and so we don't want to add a whole set of chemicals and preservatives and stuff.
That's a good
So-
segue. I mean, because the stuff that you're doing is local and for it would be termed organic, I'm sure.
I wouldn't want to put organic because that's kind of tricky in terms of not being
of the
able to
standards that you have to-
verify
okay.
everything in terms of the production. Because a lot of people put organic, but I don't because, like, for instance, if I am a farmer and I'm not using chemicals on my farm, but we have small holdings, we have small sized farms. So I may have 1 or 2 acres here, but my neighbor may have 2 or 3 acres and they're using chemicals.
Right.
So then
You might get
it
some
could be in
bleeding
the
and
crosswind
everything.
and stuff like that. So for technicality, I wouldn't.
Right, you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't put
state that.
organic, but I'd put natural because
Okay.
we use natural ingredients.
Right. And because of that, the shelf life, like you say, it's a lot shorter.
Yeah, but
than-
we've been doing product testing since we started, and we've improved and adjusted our recipes, and yes, our products have at least a year shelf life now.
Nice.
So we're getting there.
Nice. I'm liking
getting
this.
there.
I'm liking this. So anybody ever meet you and go, Miss Oh So, I make some, I don't know, garlic jello using what's the weirdest thing you ever hear somebody use your product for?
I think the weirdest one was putting the sweet and creamy garlic sauce in pilau.
Oh gosh.
Because I never tried it in pilau. So I was like, really? You put that inside? And they was like, yeah. And so I did try it after. I mean, it wasn't half bad.
Oh, Jesus.
But I was like, I never thought. I never
I'm gonna have
thought
to
of
ask
that.
your daughter if it really tastes good.
She didn't love it, but to me it wasn't bad. It was like, okay, this is different.
Judges.
I never thought about.
Tell me, you know.
I never thought about it. I think that's probably the weirdest one. Yeah, that's probably.
What dish is it that speaks to you that has to have one of your sauces in it?
I cook everything with also.
I know, but
If it doesn't have it now, it doesn't taste the same anymore.
Gosh.
And that isn't. I kid you not. If it doesn't have it, you taste the difference in one time. It just does not taste the same. And a lot of my customers say so that, when they cook for their husband and they run out of also the husband be like, oh, something missing in this today and stuff like
So
that.
you're saying go so if it's no so.
Exactly.
Every time you use that, I want 25 cents. Huh?
But definitely, but I like it. I think I'm going to steal that. It's really good. But I think vegetables.
Yeah.
I think vegetables.
Especially if kids like it too.
Yes,
It's nice to
yes,
okay.
because initially my daughter didn't like a lot of vegetables, and
Right.
she's really embracing veggies now. But I always have to put a little bit of the vegan sauce on it. You know, that gives it that little
Kicks it up a notch, like you said.
and so it's
Pick
more.
it from there.
Yes. So I would say veggies, whether it's coleslaw, whether it's a tossed salad, stir fried, whatever you're doing with vegetables, you put a little bit of the original garlic paste in that, it takes it next level.
And it's a little bit goes a long
A
way.
little
like you
bit. It's
say.
very important. And I tell my customers that a little goes a long way. And we've also helped, because I've put that on the labels now. We have our labels in both English and Spanish as well.
Bilingual.
Yes.
Don't
I didn't
let
do
me
it,
roast
so I have to make sure that, that I put a little bit of Spanish there. We're working on French as well.
Right.
And so we've put the conversion, so you know, one teaspoon is
Right.
maybe 2
One
cloves
bowl,
of
right,
garlic
okay,
and so
yeah,
forth. So it's
okay.
easier for people to measure how much they use.
Right, yeah.
But a little goes a long way.
It's a good thing you said I would be spooning that in my.
No, it's really strong. It's concentrated. It's
Yeah.
just, it can be used just like fresh garlic. We've just taken all the hard work out of it
Okay,
for you.
I like it. I like it. What about on the international scene? What chef or what dish would you like them to say was done with Oso?
I would love to see maybe something with the spicy in the seafood arena. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really, really passionate about that one with the seafood. And a lot of those international cooks, they like to do a lot of seafood.
yeah.
So I would probably like to see. I love it with lobster and with shrimps and stuff. It's really good. And if you're doing like a whole roasted fish or a steamed fish, it's really good as well. Yeah. I love seafood and I love pork.
I see this. It's seafood and pork.
Those
you
are
see?
my two things.
Seafood and pork. You're dangerous.
Those are my two things.
So you've done a lot. You've been through a lot. Yet still you rose. And what's in the cards for the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
Don't want to let too many things out the bag.
Oh God.
However,
Just say exponential growth.
yes, exponential growth. I receive it. I receive that. We want to expand a little bit more into the health foods. We want to expand a little more in preparing, you know, food that persons with diabetes and hypertension could feel free coming to my establishment and having a really good meal. I find, and even for me, you don't have a lot of really healthy options available. You know, and so I want to change that. I want to be a part of that shift. Because if we don't have health, we can't enjoy any wealth.
Exactly.
And so that is really where I want to be pushing my business going forward. Really catering to persons who want something local, who want something a little healthy, tasty, fresh, and locally sourced, locally produced. So that is where we're going. We're really trying to see how we can, because I see so many persons, you reach a certain age, you know, 50, 60, and you have hypertension, you have diabetes. And it has to do with the foods that we're eating primarily. And I want to really see how, through eating more healthy and more local produce, that we could actually help to lower the incidences of those diseases.
That's a bold undertaking. I really wish you success in it, and I think that you've conquered one of the hurdles. You've made it convenient because you tell people you need to get healthy, but you don't explain to them the steps to get healthy, and there's a lot that goes into even meal prepping to make sure that you have, you know, the right nutrients every day. So how great is it to know that you have this base seasoning that's all natural, that's healthy, right? And that has so many great properties to aid in
And you actually
health.
just touched on something that is really important for me as well, because one of the other reasons why I started this and I've been expanding in this is meal prepping it takes so much time.
Yes.
Because persons like myself, we're so busy. I mean, you have a work, you have a little side hustle, you have children, you have extracurricular activities. And most times people just end up choosing something that isn't quite healthy but convenient because they just don't have the time. So stay tuned, also it's going to help.
There you go.
Regain some of that time.
Also or go so. Anyway, I want to leave it on a happy note. What's your guilty sauce pleasure? You just combine two of them, you just put a little mustard in one. What's your guilty sauce pleasure?
I love passion fruit, and so I would use any type of passion fruit preserve, and I would mix that with the vegan and a little mint, and it's really, that's my guilty sauce.
That sounds like commerce.
But good commerce. It's really good commerce. So I do, I love that, and I also do. I take a little bit of the original one, the creamy garlic paste.
Creamy garlic.
And I'd use that with real butter, not margarine. I don't use margarine.
You want to get the real consistency, the full body yumminess.
And you just, I whip that in, and it's the best garlic butter you could ever have.
If you see how your daughter smile when you talk about that, she just get with homemade bread.
She loves it. I mean, we could, it's next level flavor.
I can tell
it's really
you.
Good. It's really good.
Miss Oh So in the house, thank you so much. And
Thank you so much
gracing us with your energy. I like it. And I feel like your positivity, this energy that you bring here is put into each and every, jar, vial, container that you give out there. I don't think that you compromise on that at all.
No, I don't. And I depend strongly on God for everything.
There you
He gives
go.
me the recipes as well.
You see, I didn't even ask about the recipes because I don't want to get buff up. She looks like she's just buffing
No buffing, no buffing.
Does she buff you up?
No buffing.
Tash, thank you so much.
This has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's how it is. That's how we wind it up on the rise. So as we talk about Oh So or Go So, right here on IKTV.